pervades everything.
Yo, 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 yo. We are back, guys. Listen, we're here. New topic, new week. Sorry we took y'all. We held y'all up a little bit. We were supposed to start right at 12, but we here now. We here. So listen, no need to fret. As we always say, you could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us right now. And also we bring y'all a new guest right now along to have this actual conversation. So I'm not going to introduce anyone because I'm probably gonna mess it up. So I'm gonna let we got a lady on. We're gonna let her go first. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, your social media handles, and go from there. Go ahead.
Okay, hi, I'm legendary Kyler Herndon, and make that actually legendary underscore Kyler Herndon. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Reason why I call myself legendary is because I got a lot of Black history in my family, and I know eventually I'm gonna be one. So,
That's
yeah.
right. I like it. I like it. I like it. Mr. Deep Eyes, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know social media handles, all that good stuff.
What's good? What's good? What's good, folks? Deep Eyes again with Hard Road, and it's about to be a real interesting conversation. I know we had a little powwow just to pregame, if you will, and I know this is going to be a real good one today. Let's get it.
All right. And Mr. Insight, as you guys know, Mr. 305, Mr. Dade County, Mr. Juke and Jive. We're gonna go ahead and get started, guys, with this topic. And this was honestly a topic brought to you by our guest. We asked her to basically put in some topics. We all discussed it, as Mr. Deep Eyes mentioned it on what was this Friday. And guess what? We decided to go with her topic. So let me bring up the topic real one moment, guys. Bear with me here. All right. So topic is, and we almost got into it on Friday. I said, listen, we have to wait on Sunday to have this conversation. Ain't that right, y'all? Because we were getting that nice and deep with it. So, all right. Topic is, do you think in this new generation, do men prefer a woman that has plastic surgery versus a natural woman? And whatever your stance is, why? I'm gonna read the question again. Do you think this new generation prefers surgery versus natural women? And what's your stance on why? So, who wants to go first?
Nah, no,
Uh,
you know
it-
what? Yeah,
No,
that's
go ahead. Go ahead.
what to say.
Go ahead, and you got to speak up a little bit more so we can hear you.
So y'all men, I be noticing a lot. Y'all be liking the duck lips and the little BBLs. Ain't nothing wrong with the BBLs as long as it look natural. I'm gonna say that. I don't have nothing wrong. I don't have no issue with a woman that want to do surgery or whatever. Now you do what you want to do, especially if you got it like that, right?
Correct.
But at the end of the day, like, why mess your body up? If a man don't love you, you know, who, how you are, then why mess your body up? Then a lot of y'all claim y'all be wanting a natural woman, but then y'all be going toward the botch. What's up with it?
Yeah, you wanna bust this topic open real quick because she
Cause
going right
I
to it.
listen. I went. Let me tell you why I asked this question too.
Please
Um,
do. 'Cause I was going to ask you that, but go ahead. You beat me to it. Go ahead.
yeah, I was scrolling through my Instagram and I seen a guy, and he was like, "I don't want to mess with no woman unless she got a BBL." I said, "Shoot, a BBL? My body ain't no BBL, but my body is shit no one." Like,
Okay.
listen, I could compare. I could show you my stuff compared to somebody literally at a club with a whole BBL, and my shit just as big as hers, and my shit more natural. Shoot, I was leaving the club. Here go my sister best friend talking about it, and that's her real ass though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not get somebody more natural that got it
Okay.
out
Okay.
versus
Deep,
somebody that's gonna have effects later?
gotcha. Deepak, let's jump into it, man, because you
Yeah.
guys couldn't wait. You guys were ready on Friday, and I said, listen, we got to hold it. We want everybody to listen in on what we were talking about. So go ahead and chime in, let the people know what's your
I
stance on this.
mean,
Do you
yeah,
prefer
my stance
natural?
is pretty.
You prefer natural or the surgery? Please speak on it.
Well, for me, I mean, for me personally, I just prefer a nice form figure, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, natural, get it in the gym, you know. But the question is more broadly about like why do men? You know what I mean? And I think that it's really a case of both. You know what I'm saying? Because I think men are just focused on what looks good. You know what I mean? What looks good, right? Whether it's you can have botched BBLs, you can have a bad body. You know what I mean? And so those two things would be things that people would say look good. And so, and then you can have a natural body and you can have a BBL, and people say, "Wow, that looks good," you know. And so, I think it's all about what looks good to them, you know. Because now, I never heard someone say that they exclusively want to deal with women with BBLs, but you have to imagine that those people exist too. Just like there's people who want to deal exclusively natural bodies, like no
Correct.
enhancement whatsoever, and those people obviously exist as well. But I think like what do men in general is both. It's just whatever looks good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's whatever looks good in terms of because remember we're animals, right? We're still animals as human beings, right? We still have these
Okay.
natural nature instincts. So like a guy is looking at a particular form. He's looking for a particular form.
Wait, hold on. Let me push back. So you're saying when a guy looking at that form, he's not thinking in his mind BBL or natural. He just like, I see that body and I want that body. I don't care if it's BBL or not.
No, that's the first thought. That's the first thought. Because
Go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead, because we're gonna let you chime in. I want Mr. Deep Eyes to finish his thought, Kyle, and then
Okay.
you can join in. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say it's like the first thought is if he's across, let's say you at the gym and you're across
Okay.
the gym, you know what I mean? Men are not are like the animals, right? We live and see through our eyes.
She got on them tight tights. She's
Yeah.
showing her ant pile. Y'all know
Yeah.
what an ant pile is, right? Y'all that like y'all
So I'm just
females be
saying,
down there.
from a distance, you
Yes.
can't tell. It's just your
Yes.
body is letting you know she has the figure that normally you like, right? It's only under investigation do a man finds out if it's BBL or if it's natural. But seeing you from across the way is what he's seeing is the figure. It's just the figure. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can have a bad figure, whether you're natural or BBL, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be attractive. You know what I'm saying? But however, if you have an attractive figure, it's really on the second thought. Is he going to be like, I wonder if it's a BBL or not? But he's not going to be like, oh, it's a BBL. You know what I mean? Like, how can you tell really sometimes with your eyes?
You could tell.
Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, chime in.
You see the holes in the booty. You could tell when you start seeing they booty get the dropping later on in the future. You could tell. Some people like, and reason why I'm so against it is because like you messing your body up, and as women, like we still growing. Like when I had twins, right? My body like transformed. You know,
Correct.
like it went. I spread it out a little more. So don't get twisted. I still had a butt, but I was just smaller. But now it's like, okay, I got that grown woman body now. Like, okay, it done hit me. Versus like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. I done thought of BBLs. I done thought of getting my breast did and everything. And then I had people around me that was examples in my life. And like, they done almost died going across seas, getting a BBL just to make sure they look good when they could have hit the gym. That's where my problem lies in with. And sometimes it looks nasty. It looks like a queen ant booty. Not everybody, because I'm gonna see some people with some bad BBLs. You hear me?
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Kyla.
No problem with nobody with it, but if you gonna do it, make it look natural. Quit looking like a fucking walking tooth. Y'all like it be looking like they stuff it don't go with their thighs.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. So, and I'm sure you've seen her before, and I'm gonna throw this name out. And when I think of this name, I think
be me.
No. So when I throw this name out, everybody's seen her. She's on the grand scale, fashion, husband, all that kind of stuff, kids. Kim Kardashian. when I look at her body, I don't know, DA, I don't know if you've seen her. Kyle, I know you seen Miss Kim. I think her body looks horrible. Right?
It looks who?
It looks horrible. It looks bad. It looks
A
disgusting.
lot of them do. You
You
catch
mean
them in
now
person,
or
I
before?
guarantee. I done
No,
seen
no, no.
some
I'm talking about Kim.
baddies and everything that looks a missing person. That Instagram be having everybody head built up. But when it come down to that real life stuff, what you gonna do?
No, I'm talking about Kim. So when I look at her body,
Her body does look horrible.
yes.
Well,
She
I
needs
don't
to,
know.
like,
I don't know
You
if you're talking
honestly,
about right now
she
because
need to reduce it to where it's her
I think she
size.
already has.
Comes more with her legs if she gonna get a BBL.
I
Like,
think she
'cause
already
it's something-
has.
like look at Summerella. I like her BBL because it matches
wait, who named?
Summerella. Like Summerella, her BBL is cute. Now she make you want to get one. Queen Naja, her BBL is cute because it forms with her body and it goes with her legs.
See,
I like
and that's
Summer Walker's. It goes with her legs. Like they didn't go over. Like they didn't overdo it. It's a such thing as overdoing it to where like, okay, this shit don't look real.
now, and I'm not gonna hold you.
Too.
And
They
I'm not gonna
adding fucking fat to their damn thighs.
now I'm not gonna hold you, right? I visit gentlemen's clubs, you know, from time to time, right? So I've been to, and this is the funny thing, I've been to Houston. I was in Houston January, like, because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? Went to Area 29. You heard of Area 29, Kyler, right?
No.
You never heard of Area 29?
No,
The
I'm
Gentlemen's
just
Club
wondering that.
in
Like,
Houston?
in Houston?
Yeah. Area 29. So it's a nice famous, you know, club, and everybody. Trina was there that day. Trina, a lot of celebrities, they visit these places. Women in there, I couldn't tell if it was a BBL or not. Are there women in there that have BBLs? Yes, it is. And then the other thing is, I don't know if this is a cultural thing between Black women and Spanish women, but the Spanish women, their actual BBLs, they don't really look the part, if that makes any sense.
Wait
You know
a
what I
minute,
mean?
'cause I know some thick Latinas.
But listen, the ones here in Orlando, this is where I'm at. They don't look the part. When they coming straight from where they coming from, they don't speak a lick of English.
You ain't know?
It don't look right. It don't look right at all. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get my stands on it as well.
I'm
So,
gonna say the Latinas out here thick, baby.
well, we know that. We know that. And the funny thing is, we had a young lady that used to be in Orlando. She left to go to Houston because of the vibe and just the whole. You understand? She loves it. So, but hers looks nice.
That's because she started eating. That them thighs actually started picking up weight right along with that ass. See, we feed you in Texas, goddamn it. Listen,
Is that what it
that's
is?
why my body built the way it is. But when I tell you, everywhere I go, it has to be a food fest.
Nah.
I'm not fat. Don't get it twisted. I'm not fat, but
You trying to show the people? Okay.
yeah,
What
like
it is?
I like to eat. I weighed 180. That's straight ass and tits.
180.
Listen, and I'm mixed with Latina. I done seen some thick Latinas, no surgeries, none of that stuff. They just hit the gym, lose weight, and they booty be stupid dumb.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, shoot, you know what? How about they just come to Texas or either that ATL, because ATL women got some big booties too.
Now, DA, who we got? Somebody chiming in from the Facebook. What the people saying? Let me see.
I think it was FSU Peanut.
Yeah.
He
What he
said,
said?
y'all reading these. He said, y'all reading these comments.
Let me see here.
What comments?
We got comments. Hold on. I'm trying to pull them up here. Do we have one up? Let me see here. Now, let me see.
Only thing
I
we
don't know
can read their comments. Well, his.
Yeah,
Maybe he's wondering if we would respond.
I didn't pull up at all. I didn't see any of that.
If FSU Peanut, if you got something to say, we got Jermaine. What up? What up?
Who chiming in?
That was Jermaine Motley.
Oh, Jermaine Mont. Okay. What did he say?
What's good? What's good? He just said, "Word up, my boy."
Okay. All right. Yeah, not enough. All right. So we're gonna get on that here in a minute. So my stance. I'm gonna go there. Do I prefer surgery versus plastic? What do y'all think my stance on that is? DA, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think I prefer?
You're gonna say natural.
Okay.
All right. Miss Kyla, what you think I'm gonna say?
I'm gonna have to go. I mean, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
No, you ain't heard about it. I want you to do what you think. What you think I'll say?
Like,
So
look, I don't want nobody on my case because one of my favorite people got surgery. But she looked good. Nicki Minaj looked hella fucking good. I love Nicki motherfucking Minaj. Now she can do whatever the fuck she want to do. But yeah, other than that,
all right. So my stance on it. My stance on it is I'm natural. I like natural, right? So here's the thing, right? And this is the thing I used to think about, right? With slimmer, skinny women, and they have a nice taller frame. If they're tall in high school or whatever, they say they have a baby, they got room to kind of blossom, whether it's butt, ass, tits, whatever. They have a baby, they can naturally gain that weight or as if they had a BBL or whatever the case may be. So that's why I probably just prefer a natural woman. And then, as you mentioned, Kyler, with the surgeries, it people get hurt. You're in the hospital. So I naturally would just want to have a natural woman, you know what I mean, versus someone that has surgery. Now, here's probably the only thing I might say, you know what? Breast, right? That's probably the only thing I'd probably say if let's say my woman didn't have any breasts or I wanted them bigger, I would probably be okay with getting the tits done, right? Because that's everybody getting tits done. It's everybody doing it. You understand? But that BBL is very dangerous because you're getting what? People putting silicone.
Boobs is too. Listen, I've seen somebody speak.
What about that?
Man, like I was staying next door. I was a child, man, but like I was staying next door to this woman. And she used to always like she was best friends with my aunt or whatever. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but like she had her breasts done. That was cute as hell. Don't get it twisted. But it started leaking one day. And all you see was
breast
in her arm. That's scary. It looked good, but it's scary to me. And then like, dang, can I not have my like nipples pierced or anything? Because listen, I took that and then listen. Don't get too stuck out of one. I want one because I don't have kids. But
now, DA, you say you prefer what? I don't think it was clear.
I mean, I'm a natural guy, but I'm gonna be real. I think I'm not trying to pass no judgment on folks because at the end of the day, not everybody's blessed the same. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call a spade a spade. Like as men, we know this dude's that's 5'1", and we do this dudes that's 5'11", and we know there's men that are 6'11". You know what I mean? And then we also know when we work out that there's 3 general types of body types. You know what I'm saying? Some body types, some people genetically aren't blessed with an ass. You know what I'm saying? Just generally just not. You know what I mean? You look down their bloodline, you see their family. It just makes sense why they don't have that. Just like there's some women who have wide hips and some women who don't.
Like the wall in your house is just like this. The wall.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Yeah. And here's the thing. And they might want to have that. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say, oh, don't get the surgery. Here you are. Yeah, you want to be happy for your body, but she wants to also look the way she want to look, and that should be all right. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna knock somebody on wanting to look the way they want to look. There's dudes that's out here that want to be on some gothic shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell them, oh, don't look like that because you ain't gonna get no girls. And I'm like, bro, gonna be like, I want to do what I want to do, and I gotta be like, all right, didn't do what you want to do. You feel me? So that's why I gotta say, do what works for you. If that's what works for you, then do it. Because there's people who like their skinny body
Like I ain't
and no titties, and there's other women who want their breasts done and they want their ass done, and that's okay.
Yeah. What you say, Kyla?
I said as long as that shit look natural, like, and you not looking like a motherfucking walking tooth, and your thighs looking like, because I done seen some shit. Okay,
What
and
you
had
done
me
seen?
fucking flabbergasted. Okay, but if that shit look natural, you look good with the shit, then go on there, bad bitch. That's all I got to say. I ain't got no issue with it, but just make that shit look natural, cause
okay.
I'm tired of seeing the ant booties. That shit look disgusting.
Kim Kardashian. That's how it look. If you watch her show, that's how it looks. That's exactly how it looks. Ant booty. That's exactly how she looks. A straight ant booty.
Yeah, but she got her body, like she got it what's the word called? Removed or whatever. Or you know what I'm saying? It don't look the same way. Yeah, it don't look the same way it used to. No, it don't look like that no more.
No, it don't. It don't.
No, I'm talking about it's not as big no more. She's shrunken it.
Oh, so it looks a little better now. Is what you selling?
Well, it's back to her normal shape, which is like almost closer to no ass. So it's like it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, all right. And Kyla, I'm gonna kind of go over kind of what we do what we stand on when it comes to podcasts. And so if we have a stance, right? If I stand on I like natural butts or natural bodies, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna say that and follow with my statement. So I'm gonna go first. What I stand on is there's nothing wrong with plastic, ain't nothing wrong with natural. But I stand on I just like the personal preference of natural women. So that's what I'm standing on. So you can go now. What are you standing on when it comes to this topic? Natural.
Like I said, as long as her body look natural with the surgery, and you make sure you go to the right doctor, because like I said, like I'm looking at the risk here, and you know what I'm saying. Like some stuff you just shouldn't do. Because I seen somebody literally almost die, and that freaked me out. She close to me, but you know, even though her body looked good, she almost died. But I'm gonna say if you know, you did your research, you doing what you got to do, whatever not, and it look good on you, and you matching your motherfucking thighs and going on. So I really don't.
Okay.
But me, I prefer natural. Like if you look good natural, you a bad bitch.
That's it. Period.
If you look good natural, you ain't gotta touch nothing. Cause I done asked men and they said don't touch my shit.
If you look
so the men that you spoke to, right? What was the consensus? You mentioned that. What was the consensus on that when it comes to natural versus plastic? What have men that you encountered? What was their preference?
Me preferably, they said don't touch my motherfucking body at all. Leave my shit the fuck alone. But some men just prefer what they like, and then I see, like, I don't know. Now, as far as the duck lips and shit, I got something to say.
What about the duck lips?
It looks like it just.
Are you talking about injections?
Like, quit touching your motherfucking face. I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that at all. Like when people get to touching their face ain't able to move no more.
Well,
and they're thinking it's cute, but then you really fucking your shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, what you
facial or something, or like wear some makeup. Not even like just take care of your skin, and I feel like you'll be better.
Yeah. All right, Dave, what you standing on?
Real quick question for Kyla.
Okay.
Not that I'm trying to sound racist, but are these black people you're talking about that getting their lips done?
Repeat the question.
I said, are you talking about black people that are getting their lips done?
Just anybody now, because there's some white people with full lips and stuff. Like, but as far as black women, like, what the fuck are you doing that shit for?
You've seen black women do that?
I mean, now some people just ain't blessed like that though, but they still look good, like with their natural lips. Like I just prefer the natural lips. I don't know, but if it look good, I guess then hey, I guess just go to the right doctor. But I haven't seen like they be like, can you tell his lips lip fillers? Hell yeah, your lip don't look natural because it's poking out. I see it.
Okay. Now the
But you know,
reason why
some
I
people
asked.
do. Some people
Now
do.
the reason why I asked is because it's interesting because we live in a country where those features, right? You know, the big butt, right? The big lips. You know, we were ridiculed as black people for it. That's why I'm asking you, is it black people you're talking about that's doing that? Because I suspected it was non-black people that's doing that. And I just wanted to make a comment on,
Goddamn race.
yeah. So
That's
that's why
what.
I'm not accusing you on that.
But
You know, I
black
guess what I'm
people
trying, it's a
especially like
commentary
all
on,
compliment ourselves. Like we ain't gotta do all that. Like listen, go put you some lip liner on if you feel like you wanna make it a little bit more fuller, but now you just doing the most. Like I done seen females get the shit for no reason and their lips already full like some shit that people pay for. Like we don't need that. Now some people unfortunately do have small lips that is black, you know? But they still look good. Like I don't know, I just prefer natural because like some stuff you just shouldn't fucking tamper with because I feel like God will use you as an example. I know. Listen, then
Correct.
you know you walking around here looking crazy when you should have just left your stuff alone.
Correct. Somebody use you as an example. You're absolutely right. So,
Exactly.
so DA, what you standing on again? So
yeah,
let
man. I
people
stand
know.
on, I stand on, do what works for you. You know what I mean? Do what works for you. And then also the side commentary is that what you call it, you know, be mindful. I'm just paying attention to beauty standards, right? And we live in a country, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to it, but we live in a country that can be very racist at times. And
Yeah.
so a lot of these beauty standards, you know what I'm saying, what's okay for what's good for the goose, or what's not good for the goose, they'll say it's good for the gander, if that makes
Correct.
any sense. But I don't know if y'all on that type of wavelength. But I'll get off that because maybe that's another episode.
And Marie is funny. She talking about I have white people lips. But I bet you still look good. Now I mean if you do go to the right doctor, right? And that doctor make you look good, like cause there's some doctors that make you look like you ain't got no type of lip filler. Then
Mm-hmm.
do what you want to do. I ain't judging you on it. I'm just saying make yourself look natural with the shit.
Correct. You're right. Oh,
That's
and
all.
I got one last point, right? And then we're gonna jump into our main topic, right? Because we've been on this a little too long. So the whole thing about the plastic surgery, right? And y'all can chime in on this as well. Social media has basically in the tabloids, magazines, have put pressure on a lot of women, right? And this is my opinion, putting pressure on a lot of women to get the bodies done because that's what they're seeing on social media. Our celebrities, like you just mentioned, you said you like who was the person you mentioned? Nikki. You said Nikki got her
Motherfucking
belly done.
Minaj, and don't forget it.
Correct.
I love
So
Miss Nikki.
so here's the thing though.
And not nobody ever come for her.
Oh, we ain't nobody coming for it, but I think those pictures, those images that people are seeing and they scrolling every day is ingrained in their mind and to put the pressure on them. Listen, I got to get my body done. Oh, I don't have
Yeah, and
what?
it makes it like that. Now you right about that.
Oh, okay, chime in. Why? But why am I right though?
Fuck.
Why am I right though?
Because that bitch look good as fuck. Well, she ain't no bitch. That's sis. She
Yeah.
look good as hell. Nicki Minaj is fine than a bitch. Let's
So
start there.
are you saying you agree that the social media and people
Yes,
portraying?
because sometimes
Okay.
people take these images, right? And it be like women that is natural, right? And they start feeling insecure about themselves, and then the comments start hitting. I had people come at me all sorts of ways, and I
And
don't
I'm
give a fuck.
and I'm gonna give you a prime example of the images. You know, T.I. and Tiny, right?
Yep.
Tiny was basically surgery free, but then T.I. allegedly, well, you know what I mean, was doing his
Start chicks
thing.
with the bad bitches.
Correct. They had these bodies, and guess what? Tiny said, "I'm gonna get my body done." Since you say that's what you
Even
like, that's what you're going
I
after.
love child.
She got her body done. D, I don't know if you heard about that though. Did you hear about that?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't know that's the reason why she did what she did.
Yeah.
and she got her eye color changed. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
to make you feel insecure about yourself because people are mean. People are real
yeah.
fucking mean. They'll come
Yeah.
crazy, try to criticize you about some stuff. And that's what makes women try to go do these things too, because they start feeling insecure about themselves. But
Mm-hmm.
is it really?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about this real quick. I feel like we're not hitting the note really. I feel like we're not really talking about it, and that is, this is a byproduct of pretty privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we're talking around it. And what I mean by that is, like, certain girls, if they look a certain way, they get privilege. You know what I'm saying? Because of their looks. You know what I mean? And other girls notice that. Check me out.
Okay.
I've seen people girls talk about, oh, he was at a bar and a dude bumped into her trying to get to another girl. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, that's normally what happens to me in those situations because I'm like overlooked. They don't even see me. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm talking about is, no, that's what she was saying. She was like, dudes don't even see her because she's not considered attractive. She's not considered conventionally attractive, right?
Correct.
And so when we talk about when we're talking about this insecurity, it's coming from Tiny or whatever. We're talking about, here she is, she's with T.I., but T.I. is making a priority. He's making his sexual priority other women, right? And so two things I would say to that is that, a man can be attracted to a variety of things at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to chime in?
Real quick. Hold on, not yet. Let me finish the whole thing out. A man can be attracted to a lot of things at the same time. He can like the tall, thick one. He can like the pretty petite. He can like the girl with the short hair and the nose ring. He can like the other tall, thicker, wider girl with flat chest. And you'll be like, they look nothing alike. Okay. But you see him sneaking around with. So the reason why I say that is, a lot of women, they get their feelings hurt, not realizing that men can he might not see you as highly attractive, but he might see another woman as highly attractive. But there's another guy, he would prioritize you over another woman. You know what I'm saying? Because different men have different standards of beauty.
Because some men like women. Like my uncle, he used to date skinny women his whole damn life, literally. And he didn't prefer nobody with no booty, no nothing. But we're not gonna sit up there and say, because Tiny was a bad bitch. Like, I looked at them videos when she was in Exchange.
I'm not saying she wasn't.
But when she got her body done, she looked even worse. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
For example, like, I ain't gonna do that because I ain't got time for nobody coming at me.
What about Lil' Kim?
Bro, I was just trying to say I wasn't gonna do it. Since you brought it up.
Oh,
look, Kim's still beautiful, but I feel like she was fucking like. Look, Kim didn't need nothing.
She didn't.
That was Look, Kim is a bad.
You know who she look like? She look like you ever seen the movie White Girls? You know how Marlon them tried to dress up and be like. That's kind of what she gives. I know I might be wrong, and people won't be like, "Yo, why you said that? That was disrespect."
Them bees gonna come at you. Her beehive gonna come at your ass.
That's cool. They might not even see this, but listen, but it's cool. That's just people shopping this around. Maybe if I tag them in it, and this me saying it, then that's different. But she don't listen. I don't think she should have changed the way she was looking. You know what I mean? Point blank. Period. That's just what I think. But she did what she do. So,
and Anne Marie said something that. Is like look at her most recent comment. She said, and certain men will like a woman depending on what he sees for her. Will marry the natural because he sees a long life with her, but will lust over the made up for temporary satisfaction.
Yeah, right. You're right. So basically, and what she's saying is natural women are looked at as quote unquote wives, and the women that get their body done.
But I'm happy.
That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. Is that essentially what she's saying?
Yeah, that's the jump off.
Oh, the jump off. Okay.
Yeah, temporary satisfaction sounds like jump off to me.
Yeah. So, but I don't agree completely. That's what it is, because some men will value that jump off, quote unquote, or that person, that woman that got her body done versus that natural woman. Some men may say, you know what, this natural woman or this natural woman not exciting enough, or vice versa. You get what I mean? It just all depends when it comes to that. So, and we have one more point. This is somebody on TikTok, Broad in the Mind. She said, "What's the point after getting a plastic surgery if you can't do the aftercare or the upkeep?" So, I don't know what the upkeep cost is. Kyla, you want to chime in on that? Because I don't know what that looks
You
like.
don't have to keep on, like, I don't know. I don't even know what she's talking about because I ain't never had it. Or are you
Okay.
talking about, is she trying to like relate to like when you have to go through like the
Aftercare,
process of
like
getting
aftercare.
blood?
Correct.
Oh, you
She's
got to
talking
pay
about
for that too? I thought it all came together, honey. See, that's just an even more bigger reason for me not to do it. You
yeah,
got to pay for too much.
yeah, exactly. So that's part
And
of
you
that.
got to keep getting it because eventually your booty going to get to sagging. I mean, unless you just really like working out, then okay. If
That's
you
different.
down and stuff, if you trying to keep up with yourself, your body or whatever not, and your health, then okay. Like I said, I ain't judging. Just make that shit look natural, baby. 'Cause I like, listen, I love some booty. I'm
Yeah,
not gay, but I like,
yeah.
you know,
You like when you with your homegirls and you smacking it and all that. Yeah,
ass type of shit. Yeah. So I'm getting twisted. I'm not on no hating shit. I'm just saying make your shit look natural because the same because it also be that damn girl. Did you see how ass that shit look nasty? Then I done went to a strip club, seen two twit. Hold on, let me see if I can find an example. Her booty, this was her legs, and her butt just went like, okay, it was horrible.
ant pile, like the ant booty, like the ant booty.
And her legs were just as skinny as two little twigs.
Kim Kardashian. That's all we can say. We can say Kim Kardashian. We go from there. All right, guys. So
I just started laughing.
correct. All right. So we're gonna move on into our next topic, guys. Let me see. Let me pull it up right here. Our 1 hour long sex sessions, realistic, right? This is the main topic we wanted to chime on, and I'm gonna bring some statistics too with this as well. So, but I'm gonna go last when it comes to this. Yeah, that chime in on this, man. So that's the topic right now. Our hour-long sex sessions in this generation. We're not talking about years ago in the 80s, 90s. We're talking about in this generation. Is it realistic? What's your thought process on that?
Oh, y'all want me to go first? Okay, listen. Call me about some motherfucking money. Call me if it come down to that, it will come down to that. But I don't want to hear. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a meet and link type of thing.
What you mean by that?
And now if you trying to make me feel in high school, you really trying to just be, if it's my man, then maybe. But I really don't like it, to be honest, because that's teasing.
What, an hour long is teasing?
That's teasing. Like, you're not getting the real damn thing. That's teasing. I might as well go look at a porn. That's teasing. But I feel like this. Call me about you some money, you being romantic or something. I don't want to hear no damn you moaning in the fucking phone.
So when it comes to the topic, though, what are you saying when it comes to the topic? Is it too long? Is it realistic when it comes to that?
No, to me,
it's not. So you're saying it's not realistic?
Maybe somebody else's, yeah.
So you're saying it's not realistic?
Some people probably still do that. Now, high school, then listen.
So you're saying it's not?
Why is it not? Why is it not realistic? I don't get it. Why is it not realistic?
In this generation, like exactly what she just said. Like in this generation, no, we don't want to talk about that. Like,
why we don't want to talk about it?
First of all, don't nobody talk on the phone no more.
Okay, that's the well, everybody doing hit you up in the DM. That's different. People don't sit down and talk. Hey, meet somebody at a cafe and have a long conversation. Yeah, that's different. So
yeah, like don't nobody want to even talk on the phone no more. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
go ahead, DA. Chime in.
No, I was gonna ask a question. Like, I just to set the parameters of this conversation. are we viewing are we viewing hour-long sex sessions as a good thing or a bad thing?
Mm. I mean, I feel like it's a bad thing because it's really like what she just said.
That's
Like,
what I'm trying to
yeah,
understand. Yeah, go ahead.
like you playing with my emotions. Like,
Explain.
because I want the real thing. I don't want to sit up there and be tampered with.
Okay.
You think I
Okay, so
want to sit
that's
up
what I was
there?
trying to understand. That's what I was trying to
Okay, break
understand.
it down, DA. Let break it down to us so
But
we
break
know.
it down to me.
Go ahead.
No, because I wanted to understand when he said, when the question was asked, you said no, it's not realistic, but you're saying it's not realistic because that isn't for what,
It's not
more
the real
intimate
thing.
relationships.
No, I just feel like you tampering with my feelings. Like I'm not getting the
So,
real thing. Like I don't want that. Like
so
no.
it is realistic. It's just that you don't want it to happen. That's what it sounds like.
Unless, wait. She don't want it to happen unless it's the real thing, meaning we're
Yeah.
pursuing something.
That's what I'm saying.
down
It's
the road.
realistic. It's just that you don't want to happen unless it's with a long-term relationship. But that doesn't mean that, conventionally speaking, men can't have sex for more than 1 hour. That's what I thought. That's what the question was. Can people have sex for more than 1 hour? And you're saying, when you said this generation, it's like you're saying that this generation has a low stamina. That's
said
what I thought I
on
heard.
the phone.
Oh, okay.
Like hour-long phone sex conversations. Now, if you talk about an hour,
We're talking about penetration. We're talking about physical penetration.
But that's on the guy.
That's what I'm at. Yeah. So do you think it's possible though? Do you think it's realistic? Like that in this day, in 2022, you can find somebody that you can fuck for 1 hour? That's what I think. That's the discussion.
Wait, who are your people chiming in over here? You got people chiming in on your side.
She said, I feel like, that is realistic. Sex session should be how you were.
What did you say?
That's the one. Look, that's the one.
What did she say? Their hour-long sex session.
I feel like that is realistic in my opinion. Sex session should be a whole session from foreplay, the act, and after. Exactly. Like, but dudes don't know how to take their time with a woman body no more.
You sure about that? That's what I'm trying to say. I disagree with that. You know,
and really like caress her and get her in the mood. Because if you just going straight in, she's not going to be fully there.
I doubt that.
I want to go back. Go ahead, DA. Chime in.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give you the mic because I want us to really like think about what what's going on, right? I particularly
time out. Hold on. Let me. I want to preface this with what you're about to say. So, what are we defining as sex? Right? Are we talking about straight intercourse for a whole hour, or what do we want to define as sex? What do we? Let's have that definition first, because we can kind of think of a whole lot of different things to say. We can say intercourse. We can say foreplay. We can say phone conversation about the sex. What we talking about? We talking about straight intercourse or what? What we talking about?
I'm talking about penetration.
Because I'm gonna say nah.
Okay, so Deep Eyes says straight penetration for a whole hour.
Oh well, if you're talking about that, yes, that is very realistic. But I mean, not saying you just. I mean, you might pull out a few times, of course. Get yourself back and look back.
That's okay to change the position. That's cool or whatever.
No, I ain't talking about changing the position. You might have to nut a few times.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
That's cool.
Look, as long as you make sure you keep going, you good.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. This is from a
I think it depends on the person, the people too. Like because think about it, a woman not really gonna get off unless she really just feeling that person. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it depends on like I have to really like love you on some stuff because at that moment, listen, we gonna have however long you are, and I might be the one starting it.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all saw this comment from Anne Marie. Okay. She said, "If you drop in dick for an hour, that's a no for me."
She said that's a no for me.
Girl,
no, sir. And that's why. But check me out. That's why I wanted to know, what are we talking? Are we talking about hour-long sessions as a good thing, as a bad thing, because this is Anne Marie is who I was thinking about in general. As
She said,
some
so
people
that's
don't,
include head.
yeah, well, some people
But
don't want to
sex
be having,
includes everything.
but some
That's
people don't want to
sex.
have sex that goes past 10 to 15 minutes.
Correct.
And so you can't do a whole lot. It's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And it has to happen in a rapid period of time.
I'm gonna
That's
say
what I'm
this:
saying.
if a man going that long in you, it's something wrong.
No, it's
You're
not.
not doing
Not
good, 'cause
necessarily.
it should
No,
be.
it's
It's
not.
also just not necessarily. If you're going too quick, there's something wrong. And
Yes.
so,
let me please.
No,
That's
I'm
why-
saying like,
listen.
let's just
And
say
Amber,
if you
Amber, we
haven't
can
even
probably
done
tap
it
in on
yet,
this. Listen, if a man goes 2-3 minutes intercourse, boy, y'all having a whole freaking fit, right? Y'all having a whole fit. And women, y'all cannot lie. Y'all
Yeah,
cannot
that's what
lie.
I'm
Y'all
saying.
want at least maybe 20-30 minutes of intercourse, continuous intercourse. You know what I mean? All right, boom, you get off and try, you do another round, two, whatever. But
Yeah.
2-3 minutes or a few seconds or a minute, oh, y'all having a whole ass fit. Let's not.
And let me say one. Let me
Let's-
jump in.
let's not do that.
Let me jump in. Let me say something real quick. And
Mhm.
this is from a men's health standpoint.
Correct.
Is that there's some men, all right? This is the biology of men. Like the younger they are, the easier they can. The younger they are, the faster they can go from round to round. Meaning, like as soon as the ejaculation, their prolactive period is a real short period where they can go back for another round. The
Correct.
older you get, the longer
Yeah.
the longer that time is, meaning like after he ejaculates, it might be a whole 2 hours before he can get it back up again.
Depend on the man, though. Depend on the man.
But listen, that's depending on the man. That's why I wanted to say, like, are we defining as hour long as a good thing or as a bad thing? Because most women like it on the shorter end, and men like to supply the demand, if you get what I'm trying to say. And so if the majority of women want shorter sex, then most men are going to try to bust in a shorter period of time. You catch what I'm saying? But then when women want to change whenever they change their preferences,
when they get older,
they want a longer
older
session.
Women, yes.
Yeah, when you want a longer session and he can't give it to you, now you're saying there's something wrong with him. So you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, DA, and not to cut you off, they don't understand that biology as men get older.
They don't understand that biology, and
they don't. And some women, I don't think they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, his thing not working, right, Kyler? His thing ain't working. So you know, don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come
on, have a conversation with us now. Let's
have me out. No,
let's have this conversation now. When go ahead, DA. I'm sorry.
And that's why when we're having this conversation, the point I'm trying to get to is like I really want us to get to a heady position on this one, and that is it's about sexual compatibility. It's about sexual compatibility. It's about sexual compatibility. Find that person that be with that person you're sexually compatible with, where y'all kind of run on the same page. Because if some people like quickies, get with the quickie motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like get with that person. And then if someone likes a longer session, tap in with that individual. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this conversation is about. Because people are not meeting other people's expectations.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Kyla, what you say? Because I want you to chime in, right? So let's have this conversation, and I'm directing this towards you. So if a man, you meet a guy, you into him. He got a bag. He got all this going on for himself. He everything moving, right? And like, you know what? This is the one. We finna go back to the crib. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. And you know, you're doing
not
your
a
thing.
first nighter.
Oh, listen. Okay, a week, a month. It don't matter. I don't judge. You get what I mean? Some people they marry their wives even though there was a one nighter. So I'm not judging. You know what I mean? Let's say it's 2 months. All right, that's 2 months. Boom, coming back to the room, to the house, whatever, and he's a minute man. What you saying to that? Go walk us through this whole. It's a minute man, and you really
we just won't be talking no more.
Why?
Because why the fuck you have to go there? Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
See, you see what I'm saying? And let's say this guy's an older guy.
I ain't saying just for hours, but like, goddamn, a minute.
Okay, but what if he need to get himself back going? Because we already know that second
Okay, but that's different. That's different. That's where I said, like, even with hour-long sex, it's like a man still should have a few nuts in between.
Okay, well, okay, he do that first one, boom, and then that second one is a little long. It's about 30 minutes. You good? You cool with that?
First impression is everything.
So DA, so basically what she telling us, she ain't messing with him. She moving on, even though that first one was a oops, my bad. All right, that's a let me get it out the way.
I understand it's a beautiful thing, but a minute.
All right then. If it's a beautiful thing,
you messed up. Okay,
he
she
messed
said
up.
I give him grace the first time.
Who said they give him
grace?
grace?
I mean, you know what? He might, it might just be me.
Now you tooting your toot. Now you tooting your own horn. That's what you're doing.
It's supposed to last that long anyway.
Really? Okay, DA, you here over here? Do. Oh, we can't hear you. You on mute.
I'm here, man.
Exactly. He better come with some fire. You hear me, Ann?
Yeah, and here's the other thing, because
she said he might be nervous.
Well, here we go. He might be nervous. What's wrong with that?
Nah,
it ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, here it is.
First time, he didn't know what was going to hit him.
At the end of the day, sex is a mental experience. You know what I'm saying? For a man as well, it's a mental experience as well. So, if his head's in it, if his head not in it, his head could be in it. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes we want supermen, and then we want supermen, and we want supermen, but we don't. Sometimes we don't even run into super women. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
that's a whole nother conversation. What's a superwoman though? Like when it comes to that,
we're talking about like
I know. We
look at her.
You know what we're talking about? We're talking about. I guess what we're talking. This conversation is about like sexual compatibility.
Hey, Ann off the chain, bro. Ann is off the chain in the comments.
That is the move that make them do.
Yeah, some women have that control. Some women
that natural.
Yeah, They own their stuff when it comes to that.
Listen, I just know I got pregnant with twins.
There it is. Listen, all right. So DA, what you chimed in on it? What you say? Did you say it was realistic or what? Break it down for us.
If a woman got it,
I think it's realistic, but it's I think it's realistic, but compatibility is important. It's very important.
Compatibility with a sex partner is important because a woman could get turned out real quick, real quick, and it'll make it to where like it's nah.
No, and I think women and men kind of in a lot of different situations when you meet people, you can kind of tell based off of energy, right? You walk by somebody, having a conversation, dancing with them, whatever. You guys can feel that. You know what I mean? So you can kind of already tell based on that. You know what I mean? As y'all call it, big energy as Mulatto or whoever the rapper, or whatever name is or whatever. So it's an energy thing, right? And a guy can sense, nice vajayjay energy as well. You know what I mean? Somebody need to come out with a song. You know what I mean? I don't know. I might come out with it, but I ain't no rapper. But I'm trying to make it sound good. A whole song, for real. So I definitely right? I'm gonna get my take on it, right? And I'm gonna use some statistics from GQ magazine. Okay, this is from GQ magazine about our hour-long sex sessions realistic, right? So let me see. They rated. Let me see. Vaginal penetration lasting from 1 to 2 minutes as too short, as we just discussed, Ms. Kyla. 10 to 30 minutes as too long. All right, I'm gonna finish. Let me finish. 10 to 30 minutes said it was too long. Meanwhile, adequate sex was 3 to 7 minutes long, and then desirable sex is 7 to 13 minutes long. Y'all need me to repeat that?
Yes.
Okay. So too short, as we already know, 1 to 2 minutes. That's too short. Majority of women, this is women commenting on this. 1 to 2 minutes is too long. 10 to 30 minutes is too long. Adequate sex is 3 to 7 minutes long, and then desirable sex is 7 to 13 minutes long.
7 to 13. That's too short.
Okay, so what's your ideal for you, for Kyla? What's your ideal number?
At least like 25, 30.
25?
But then I say give me multiple rounds.
Okay, multiple
It's
round.
gonna have to be a round thing because we both need a little breather for a second, Uh
Okay, okay,
get
okay.
right back.
And that's the whole thing, right? Everybody's different, and I'm a kind of throw this in as well to kind of add to the conversation. Foreplay, right? You just mentioned, Kyler, men don't know how to do X, Y, and Z. But like you say, women need the engine to rev up. It's just like women are like a vehicle, right?
Exactly. A female is like
Women are like a vehicle. Like you in the snow. Say that vehicle is in the snow. You live in Talent. You live in Nebraska or Minnesota. You're not finna crank your car and leave, right? Why? It ain't gonna happen. The engine need to warm up. The ice need to thaw down, and then what?
hold on.
You,
She
you need,
said she don't come from penetration. Most women don't come from penetration. Shit.
oh, that's a whole conversation. That's nothing.
That's why it goes like with the compatibility.
Cool. Now, and then the other piece with it is right. Uh-oh, that shit ended.
You,
All right. So,
yeah, I think.
uh-oh, she left. She probably gonna come back here.
Yeah, she got. Yeah, that was mid.
Midway through it, right? So, all right. So I'm gonna finish though. So with
They're
women,
talking about per round. So Joanne just tapped in and said they are talking about so they want 7 to 13 minutes per round as my assumption.
7 to 13 rounds. So how many rounds?
Well, 5 to 10. 7 to 13 minutes per round. So you're trying to fit 3 rounds in 3 rounds and then under 30 minutes.
3 rounds.
That's what I'm saying. That prolactin period is. Oh my God.
Okay. Listen, we haven't even chimed in on that as far as the parameters.
Yeah.
So all right. So when women, and I think this is what Kyla was talking about, as far as needing to warm up, right? You can't just come in, stick it in, be done. Why? Because the women are what?
Yeah, here it is. I like what Robert said. I've been listening to a lot of discussion about semen retention lately, and you know what it is too. Semen retention is going to frustrate a lot of women.
Well, why would it though? Why would it?
Because you're not ejaculating.
So women want to see that grand finale. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. They want to. It sounds as if they want to see the grand finale from the gentleman. Because my thought process is, if they get in theirs, they're partially satisfied.
Well, of course, we understand that.
They get in theirs. You could be straight. You could be actually phenomenal.
Correct.
But because you didn't finish, they're like, you cheat, you robbed me of my trophy.
Correct. Exactly. She back in.
Start writing some stuff in the comments, because I know this conversation gotta be like.
No, you're good. So and here's the other piece, and what I was just trying to finish when it comes to being warmed up. Kyla, you trying to mention that, right? So it takes women approximately 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes to kind of get warm, right? So foreplay is going to be a necessity, because the guy's not trying to jump right in right away. You know what I mean? When it comes to, to sex, right? Because the guy, you don't want to jump in there and you what? You don't want to come in there and you're not ready, you're not prepared. So you want that thing to be nice, you know what I mean? Ready, moist is the word we want to look for, so you can move in and do your thing. So it does take the women, or it should take them 10, 15 minutes, and guys should be going straight for penetration. They shouldn't. You understand? That thing needs to be warmed up in order to do what? To make that penetration. You know what I mean? So foreplay is a necessity when it comes to it. Is it kissing? And foreplay could mean having a conversation, calling your girl and be like, listen, you know what I mean? Or sending a picture, or listen, or doing a dance or something, or having
don't be doing no dance.
Listen, I'm just saying everybody different, or have an intimate conversation on the way to the house. That's all considered foreplay.
You
You
been talking.
understand?
You been talking dirty. You talking me
Yeah,
talking
talking dirty on the phone. Like, listen, man, I'm gonna tear that thing up, and listen, I'm gonna eat it I'm gonna do this, whatever it may be, whatever the situation. That's still foreplay for me.
Hey, drop some lips in the comment section if you like that dirty talk.
Oh, that dude say the dirty talk. Listen, so listen. So the foreplay, Kyle, I do agree with you. It is.
I low key don't like that.
Wow, you see, people are different.
You don't like foreplay?
No, I don't like the dirty talk.
Oh, dirty talk. We're talking about dirty talk. Okay. So what about the foreplay? I think you did mention the foreplay is a necessity in order to kind of get you in the mood.
Yes, I need some lips.
Look,
what's your mouth?
Exactly.
Get me out first. The fuck?
Look, Anne Marie, she over here dying laughing. So Anne Marie with the lips. You know what I mean? So it's the whole thing. You got to lick it before you stick it type thing. Da 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 da. It was a movie doing that. I can't remember what movie that was, but so I do agree.
And that's why I say sexual compatibility is important. Know your partner, study your partner, and do what you got to do on your end so that you can satisfy your partner.
Correct. So when it comes to that, everybody is different. You know, just like we just mentioned. Okay, I don't like dirty talk. You know,
some people don't even like the wham bam thank you ma'am.
What is wham bam thank you ma'am? What is that?
You know that we're talking about the 7 to 13 minutes period. Some women don't even like that at all. They like the longer session. They want to have passionate, long, soothing sex. You know what I mean?
So what about 7 to 13 minute rounds, 3 or 4 rounds? How about that, Kyla? Chime in on that. So you got 3 or 4 rounds of 7 to 13 minutes.
Let's cut 7 minutes out. 13, okay, that's that. I don't know. No, 13, all right.
13 is a long time, y'all. Like, let's not talk. Let's not like get it confused. Like 13 minutes, not a long time.
And it also depends on the size of the man.
Yes, Lord, talk about it.
That's all I'm like. It just depends on the size of him. You know, that depends on whether you gonna last and what he doing. Like other than that, like I don't. You know,
speak on it. Look, we got women on here, Anne Marie, and she need to chime in. So
you need to chime in, and I like you.
Yeah, I wish we could have. She could have came on here real quick. We could send her a link to jump on. Well, hold on. Hey, actually, Anne Marie, if you can jump on and give your 2 cents, we would love to have you on real quick to kind of chime in since you're, been heavily participating. I can send you a link and you could jump right on real quick. So.
She said, repeat the question.
So are 3 to 4 rounds of 7 to 13 minutes. Is that acceptable? So you go 3 to 4 rounds, in between 7 to 13 minutes per round, each round. Yeah, she said she coming. Yes, you can. Hold on. Y'all mind if we have Ann on? Real quick.
And that can ask 14 minutes of no foreplay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Does it include like the foreplay?
Yeah, does it include foreplay?
Because it gotta include it. 14 minutes with foreplay. Listen, I need at least a good 10 minutes with you down there. Like,
we're adding. Check me out. Now we're adding time to the session. We're adding time to the session. You see what I'm saying?
That's fine.
No, I'm just saying, like, when we're talking about, is it realistic? People saying like they like the 7 to 13 minutes, but we're talking about a session. The foreplay is adding time. Aftercare gonna add time. That might include cuddling. That might just include, rubbing each other. You know what I'm saying? It might be massaging each other. You know what I mean? Do what works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you like to, just get in, like you're like trying to hide from that.
I'm super passionate. Like I like
fiction. We got Anne Marie on, guys. Hold on.
Anne Marie
is in the building. Anne Marie is in the building.
She went from the crowd to the stage, yo.
We can't see you. Move your camera up a little bit. There we go. Right there.
Anne Marie went from the crowd to the stage.
Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
He said she went from the crowd to the stage. Girl,
Yes.
I love you. You had me rolling.
You on mute. You on mute, and
unmute, and you got to unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, baby girl.
Okay. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Press. So what you're gonna have to do is go right there to where you see like the little mic, and then tap it so we can hear you.
She's gonna come back in.
She might have to redo it.
So
because I want to hear what she got to say. She had me rolling this whole time.
Yeah, she was on it. She was on one.
She is.
She was on it the whole entire time. I'm like, who is this? And dear, you be like, who was in the comments making all that noise?
Listen, we need another girl in here.
Yeah, to chime in and keep it going.
Yeah, I need her to chime in with me. I like, but I feel like this. Every woman is different. Like me, like I said, I'm very affectionate. I like massages. I like, like you're gonna have to real life work yourself up. So
basically, a massage before y'all get to it. So a massage before y'all get to it. Like, listen, hey, lay down.
Yes,
I got the oil.
Still can't forget the head.
Listen, look,
that's part of it too.
That's part of it too. Factor.
Listen. Yeah. Okay. So nice body massage. A nice body massage. Oil you down. Got some nice music playing. Candle burning. You get that massage. A full body, front and back.
He said that's a good 45 minutes with foreplay. I know that's right.
Well, it might take 45 minutes. So, but then
have to work
listen.
up.
But for the most part, it ain't gonna take you long though. After that, once that foreplay day and with the lips, as you just mentioned, guess what? She gonna be nice and ready.
You ain't gonna have to do. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all gonna have fun.
You'll be nice and ready.
Yeah, you'll be nice and ready, and then you might put in 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and boom, she's good from there. Everything else is
try to rush for a play.
Here's the other thing too. I mean,
yeah.
Let's not underestimate when it starts to get good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, she can hear you now. Okay.
And we can hear you. All right, awesome. Well, let me say this. Let's not underestimate when you're in a groove. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be in a groove and it's like, oh, why are we trying to stop early? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Like we in a groove right now. Like I'm, like if you catch my drift, you're in tune now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, correct. I'm like, yo, ride that out. You know what I'm saying? Like ride that out. Like, let's make some fucking music. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. No. So the question was, and 3 to 4 rounds of even 7 to 13 minute sessions. Is that cool? Is that doable? Does that fit the mold?
That sounds like a lot. If I can be honest, that sounds like a lot.
Why does it sound like a lot?
It sounds like a lot of how many times we gonna stop?
Listen, because I feel like sex,
because that's gonna be a whole
section. So it's like like you said, from the very beginning, having conversations and even when you guys are in each other's presence, like the booty tapping and the caressing and all the other stuff. And then when you actually kind of get to the foreplay, I mean, quite frankly, obviously not every single session, but toe sucking, ear sucking, like I need for it to be just a whole entire experience.
Okay.
We don't do that no more.
I know, but that's the part about the selfish part where it's like you got to be more concerned.
Like it's sad.
Yeah.
But
so then, obviously a part of the session. And that alone, I've had certain men that can engage in that for plenty of minutes. So when you start to get to the part of 7 to 13, it shouldn't take them that long to come because they too have had an experience themselves.
Yeah.
Myself. So when you start 7 to 13 minutes, okay, that's realistic, whatever. But the first one, okay, cool. And then you might want to catch your breath because after a good 30 minutes, you kind of like, I'm tired, sir. Can we just rest our eyes a little bit? Just something?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of time. Hey, you need that glass of water. You need a snack.
Something.
Whatever.
Give me a warm rag. Put on my forehead. Just a little
Not the warm rag. not the
Nah,
warm
for real, I
rag.
might
Yeah.
get a little
Yes,
hungry.
not even to like up. I need it on my forehead. I need to, you know.
Let me
whatever.
get my
But yeah,
energy back in order.
thank you. So I can perform because y'all, I know you don't want no tired,
Right.
you know. I just, you know, so
Girl, let's talk about how men don't even do head no more.
I
Listen,
can't talk about that.
I
'cause that
think
ain't-
we got to
that
be
ain't-
very clear about that. We can't say
wait,
that
wait,
all
wait.
men
And
don't.
Henry,
do
what you say? You ain't got that issue? You don't
I
have that
can't
issue?
talk about that because if you ain't giving head, then you ain't.
If you're not
giving
giving
nothing.
head,
Thank
you
you.
go.
No, but
I mean,
like
I follow the same trend as well. So I mean, you have men who don't like, who I wouldn't say don't like it, but I've come across a man one time where he was traumatized because his first time or whatever, I guess they might have used some teeth or whatever.
R. Kelly, aka what's the rapper name who killed the guy that messed around? God damn, he was on Carisha Please episode.
Carisha.
Gates. He had a situation happening to him as well. A men abused him, sexually abused him. So,
Yeah, no, but his whole thing was that his first time, I guess she probably used teeth and like injured him or something. So like he was traumatized and he's just like, no, never again.
Yeah. So
yeah, and that's understandable. But even so, I can't deal with a man that doesn't like to receive it either, because that's a part of my enjoyment as well. So that's something like it becomes more of a greater thing than being selfish, because when you just solely looking for yourself, then it does become a task where you're just in it to get what you came for.
Please the person. Yeah, for the person. Yeah. So you got to enjoy it. That's the whole thing. So, and then you and kind of what you say, you got to find the men that don't, or men don't do it no more. What men you talking about?
I mean,
are these young men? Are these old men?
Listen, it ain't got nothing to do with me because I haven't messed around that, you know. But a lot of men feel like they don't really. They don't do that. Like some don't do that.
Is that an older generation thing or a younger generation thing? Let's
it's the younger generation. Like, oh no, but then they won't. You know,
they want you to do the whole. They want you to do the whole thing. They want you to do. They want you to do X, Y, and Z. But they
my thing is, are they gay?
What?
What? No.
Because if you're not giving head, it got to be something wrong.
Not really. I mean, I'm Jamaican, so
I'm
Jamaican.
I know, I know, like this.
And I heard that though. That's just a based on the
they're
culture
the ones
where
that
you come
give the
from.
best, so don't believe the hype.
What you say?
They're the ones that give the ones who say that they don't are the ones who give it the best.
She said the ones that say I usually don't do this.
They don't even gotta say usually. It's just the look on their face, like, oh shit. Okay, yeah.
No, but I think what Ann said is real. Like I think it's false to say that some guys or the new generation don't, because it's like if you accepting guys that don't, that's one thing, right? But like the way when we look at the statistics, people nowadays are a little bit more sexually curious, where some people even expect, anal. You know what I'm saying? Other people.
Oh nah, so you talking to how?
I'm just telling you about where we are as a society. Now, at the same time, we do have some other statistics about the growing numbers of people not having sex at all. Then there's a lot of statistics out there about the sexual behavior. But I'm just saying, I feel like as a society, we've started to cunnilingus is quite normal part of the discussion when we have discussions about sex.
Well, again, but it's part of, like I say, the warm up. You know what I mean? So, again, you in the snow, you got to warm your car. You're not finna move your car, crank it up, drive and move. No, you got the ice, got to melt. You got to build up the warm up first before anything. You know what I mean? So that's how most women are, and that's what.
But I can agree with him in the sense of saying, like, society wise, people are becoming a lot more comfortable having sexual conversations. Like, for example, in watching this podcast, I streamed it to my television, and so my cousin is here and we were watching it, and she's just like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. And I'm like, why? Like, I as long as I can engage in political conversations the same way I can engage in sexual conversations.
Exactly. And it don't make you less of a woman or nothing, because I mean everybody has sex. I mean, some stuff got to be talked about because a lot of people just don't do what they supposed to be doing, and it might help the next person.
But I feel like the more you talk about it, the more aware you become. Because, like, for example, for myself, TMI, but through when COVID came and all I was locked up in the house, it became like an exploration situation where at that point is when you start, like, for me, I started like exploring toys, and that you started exploring. I started to explore my body more so that I can be able to, when you know, how, like, oh, you know your worth and stuff. Yeah, but do you know your worth sexually? Do you know what it is that you like, what you don't like? Some people thrive off of anal. You know, I've kind of explored like the BDSM, like dominance and stuff like that. So it's just, you have to know yourself. In order to know yourself, you got to explore, you got to research, you got to talk.
Exactly.
You got to
you don't know your body, you don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to teach a man how to do what he got to do with
Somebody got to teach him how to
love. It goes the other way around. It goes the other way around when it comes to that. So it's not just like a woman teaching a man, or
a man can teach a woman too, because it might be certain stuff that she don't know how to do that he could teach her how to do. And guess what? She gonna follow along through because they got love for each other.
Or it just could be some, you know, it could be something that he might be into that she never thought about because that's never been something that she's explored. You know what I mean?
Correct. And let me ask this question.
As long as it ain't anal, because I don't play booty games.
Nah, I think that's another story. But anyway, so are we having these conversations before sex or after? Like, if you meet somebody, right? Are y'all gonna talk about, oh, hey, I like X, Y, and Z, or you just gonna explore it and talk about it later? So, Anne-Marie, I'm gonna start with you.
For me, I like to read the room. Some people, you come across some people that just are super uncomfortable talking about sex. One, or two, you come across people that when you start talking about sex, they don't know how to transition back to anything else.
I'm one of those uncomfortable people, bro.
I be like, okay, I was waiting for this. Like, I'm the type of person where I can have a conversation about it and then get into doing something else. Like, oh crap, you know, I like cleaning up, and then jump right back into, yeah, but when you eat my ass, like, I can, that's just regular. But you have some people that can't do that. So whatever. So read the room to try to figure out when that conversation can be had. But for me personally, most times I kind of like to have a sprinkle conversation before, because I get it. You know, when you have intercourse with somebody or even anything, you're a new person, y'all trying to learn each other. So it's not so much that you're doing it right or wrong. You may just not.
Y'all have to know each other first.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
So sometimes the conversation can go more in depth after the act, because at that point you can kind of figure it out.
You don't want no regrets now.
I mean,
because sometimes it might be that person, it'd be like, God damn, I should never did this.
I've never experienced that. Let me say what
I did one time.
But see, when it don't, I guess when it's bad, it don't count.
Oh, bullshit. Time out. It happened. A body is the body. And I've heard females say this. Oh, if it was trash, it don't count. No, it does.
Yes,
it does count.
If he can't get a second chance, it don't. If he can't get a second chance, it counts.
You should have read that room well. That's all I'm trying to say.
But no,
hey, you should be always out hanging out, phone conversations or whatever.
But some people have big energy and can't drop it properly.
No, but big energy don't mean nothing if you don't know what to do with it.
Thank you. You can have big energy all day, and if you don't know how to deliver it,
I've heard that from women. Yeah, it's just like
you need to.
Then they say the other one with the men with the penis with the you know, they know how to work it.
They be doing that thing now.
And it's kind of like, well, damn, if you had a bigger one, oh my gosh, you would be an animal. You know what I mean? So,
come on. Let's not shame micro.
I'm not. Listen, these are conversations
that's
with women. You know, they having these conversations. I'm in the room. Listen, I'm like,
I feel like with the size, if a female really, really, really like you, it doesn't matter really what size you are.
You know, I had a conversation.
She make you work.
Like that.
Look, Anne-Marie, she's like, speak for yourself.
It's the truth.
No, but I agree with her, but he just definitely has to know how to deliver it.
He just got to know how to put that work in. And sometimes you got to teach a man.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because everybody don't, like, he might have pleased another woman a different way.
Every woman body is different, and we
Everybody,
understand that.
yes, every woman
But-
body is different. Me, I like slow, and then we kind of tune it up.
Yeah, everybody's different. So, but men have to kind
Some
of,
people like
explore
rough,
that.
Some people like rough it too.
Yeah, choking, all that mess. The one hand on neck, don't go too hard, till I pass out. But
Yeah, because listen, don't listen. I'm not.
It's an art to that. It's an art.
Yeah,
to that.
it's a art. It's
art.
Definitely an
yeah,
art.
it's an art.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yes, you gotta have some type of skill for that one. Yes,
this girl said,
you have to be very. You have to know. You have to know just enough. When you hear the gasp and the eye roll, then you let it. You gotta instantly. Whoop, just gotta let it go.
Pineapple.
But you're gonna be out of breath. She can't say pineapple, so the gasp is the pineapple.
Some people like to get to the point of where they damn near up in heaven.
Don't kill me. I got a kid to live for. No, thank you. I want to be here.
Hey, bro.
They like to get
on the individual. Your ass might be in jail the next night.
They want their light to flash before their eyes just for a little bit.
You might want to be careful with that one. So
I don't want to see the light. It's not
me neither.
Okay.
Listen. All right. So on the verge of this topic, we're gonna go because Amory, like what we like to do, since you jumped on, and thank you for jumping on as well, and participating. We like to kind of do what we call is what we standing on. So if I say, hey, I'm standing on, hey, hour-long sex sessions, they're worth it, they're realistic, just X, Y, and Z. Hey, that's what I stand on, and we kind of just go from there. So DA, let them know how it's done. So what are you standing on this hour-long sex sessions realistic? What are you standing on that?
I'm standing on sexual compatibility and learning your partner. And something was said that I want to kind of bring it to this point, add it to this point, and that is if they like you, they'll take the time to learn. So
exactly.
So I'm a stand on those points.
Okay. Kyla, what are you standing on this topic?
I stand on, like, I agree with him. But at the same time, like, I do agree that it's realistic because you got to put in foreplay and everything with it, and they all go together. So yes, I do. I do feel like it's realistic.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, you can always teach somebody like how to please you. Like if I really fuck with you, then yeah, we gonna make something work.
Y'all gonna hate it off. Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna make something work. I'm gonna teach you some stuff. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Amory, what do you stand on?
I stand on that it's very realistic. Just got to know what you're doing, like they said. And it's not all the time. Quickies are lit. But
wait. Can you say that one more? Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I get it. Can you say this one more time? Say that again.
Quickies are lit.
There we go.
Quickies.
Quickies. Side note, you gotta know.
Quickies are good. It
they are, but you gotta be able to know
that get you before y'all finna go out type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, bingo. There you go. So you say, Amory, you have to know what your.
But then I'm one of
the
men because then you got me thinking about it.
So you can come home and do the hour long after, right? Okay.
Yeah. This is a teaser, appetizer for later on. Yeah,
to the full course. But
Correct.
You and your partner, back to kind of that whole sexual compatibility, y'all have to. That's a good discussion to have. What does the quickie look like? Because some people can look at quickies as 20 minutes, and some people can look at 20 quickies as 5-10 minutes. So if I'm looking for a quickie and I'm assuming 5 to 10 minutes, and you round here pounding for 20, I got an attitude.
Damn, she say pounding for 20.
I got a whole attitude because I had plans to do something else after the 10 minutes that I had allotted for the quickie.
Right. Now you're gonna piss me off.
Correct. So yeah, so I stand on it's very realistic. But the question I know before was like in this generation, social media, music, and all the other extraness, I don't think it does. But for me personally, I do stand on it being realistic.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right. For me, I stand on that. It is very realistic. As I mentioned, the car in Minnesota, you're in the cold. You got to crank the car up, chip the ice off, make sure the heated seats are on inside of the car.
Thank
And then
God
it
for
builds
Florida.
up. You understand? So as I mentioned before, you can have a 45-minute massage session. You know what I mean? You got some candles. You know what I mean? You can feed her some fruits while you're doing it at the same time. You know, it can last a very long time depending on you. And then, as Miss Kyla said, lips. You know, you
It
get
ain't just
to it.
about lips. I mean, well, yeah.
No.
I
Because
like
you said your whole thing was you got to lick that you have to eat the box. That's
you
that's what.
do. You gotta eat the
So
box. Like,
that's
I mean,
45 minutes of
it's no.
massaging.
So
If
wait,
you,
must he eat the box every
but I'm
session?
gonna make sure you good too.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let's go ahead.
Does he have to eat the box every session?
Oh,
That's a different question.
Girl, you know, it might be the times where you might kind of warm me out a little bit. But now, if you did it good enough, that it depends how good he did it that first giving round.
No. So not round. I mean session. So like, cause
like
you know,
you saying like each time
Uh-uh.
y'all have a session,
No,
does he have to eat the box?
Okay.
not every session.
Okay.
Like sometimes you could do other things, like we could have a little massage, you know, things like that. As long as you know you caress him. But if it's my mate gonna know how to do me. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna be good. Like we already have that understanding. But sometimes you already be turned on, and it done already been worked up, and now you don't really need it. It's like, come on now, just go ahead.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
know
know
what
what,
I
like
want.
example, certain women like colognes do it for them. They smell some cologne, they're like, damn, I'm gonna take that nigga to bed right now. That shit smell good. So it's again, you just got to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it goes with compatibility too.
Right.
Like if you're not really compatible, you're not gonna be turned on by that person. Like how I'm gonna be turned on by you if we not compatible. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it just be like, okay, well, we naturally can just go right at it. Cause it's like, all right, I'm already turned on by you. I already know what it's like. You know, you ain't gotta do it every time, but like just don't not do it at all.
Correct. Yeah. So that's what I'm standing on. It's realistic, long as you having those sessions, far as you know, the build up, as I call it, the build up for the grand finale. So it's very realistic. But as I mentioned earlier, in this society, the two general, whatever you call generation, man, they looking for wham bam thank yous, and then they screaming, oh, the guys, they don't eat the box, they don't know what to do, they this and that. So they need some elders to kind of, you know, help them out when it comes to that stuff. So somebody that knows women, and who better yet to do that? A woman, you know what I mean, for the most part, or a male. It just depends on the situation. So
yeah, let me just jump in real quick and just say,
disqualified saying you don't give head.
So wait, do y'all think that could be the reason why a lot of women date older?
No, I think.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because there's some older men.
Nah, they're dating older. I think the older dude gets, he realizes a lot of the things that he was hearing when he was younger was a bunch of mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? And like the older he gets, the wiser he gets in terms of, okay, I got to tune them out. Because, you know, I don't like the framing of men not knowing what the heck they want or what they're doing. It's more so you got competing. It's like you got a bunch of competing stuff floating around in the internet and floating around social media and society, you know, community discussion, just wherever there's people in your community talking. And so you're hearing a bunch of competing stuff. Oh, you wanted 7-10 minutes, but how do I do all this other stuff? How do I fit 15? How do I fit 30 minutes in 7 minutes? And then because it's a lot of competing stuff. So that's why I said figure out what that person individually wants and try to give them that, because everybody's going to want something different. You know what I'm saying? And also just figure out what you want and make sure that, and also if I'm telling a dude this, get what you want. Because you over here running and rushing to please them. No, make sure you taken care of, because you ain't going to be good for them if you ain't taken care of. And so if they're not taking care of you, cut that session short and just move on, or tell them like, yo, you're not getting any more unless you do what I ask you to do.
What?
Okay, Zaddy. Okay,
Zaddy.
Like it's just.
Hey,
It's
boy, you
you
wilding
gotta
over here.
take control of your.
Nah,
of
that's
your,
why you gotta ask at first sight. Listen, what you finna do? Oh, okay, well.
Y'all see,
Oh,
I'm
that's-
tight over here.
okay,
I'm
you
just
know
at
you
my
finna
last.
get a
Like,
teaser.
okay.
The fuck? I'm not
Yeah,
finna
you
give you
sit
no
back here.
samples.
Yeah, you're like, what? What you mean?
What you mean? Oh, you don't do? Oh,
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's just,
Well,
yeah,
you
that's just
missed
like
out on your blessing.
that's just like with some men. I'm just like, oh, women be like, oh, I don't get head. Like, go suck your mama dick or some, stuff like that. Like, what? Like, come on, you got to get with the program. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and then that brings up another question, right?
Mhm.
Which, and this is my experiences. Caucasian women prefer to give head more than my black women.
Now
I
you
don't
got
know
me
if
fucked
that's
up.
true. I can't
I
speak
don't
on
agree.
it.
Listen.
My experience.
If it's my man,
I went
if
to
it's my man, I'm going.
Listen.
What?
Listen, I'm talking about almost in its entirety, like Caucasian women versus black women, and this has been my experiences. Black women will give you for JJ before they give you head. They give you the JJ before you get head. White women, no, I give you some head first. Real talk. You know what I mean? That's just been my experience in my life. I went to.
But are you talking
dominant
about just
Caucasian
like
school
everybody
for
she's
college.
doing it with, or like her person?
It could
you
be
can't
it
just
could be a
give head
one
to
night
any and
thing. It
everybody.
could be a relationship thing. It don't matter what it is. It's like, listen, they're gonna give you the Becky before they give you the JJ. That's just been my experiences. So,
I've
Oh,
heard
well,
that
I'm not
before.
finna give head to no any and everybody. Let's just say that first off.
but Becky gonna
Secondly,
get head.
that
Becky
is a
gonna
privilege
Becky
to
go
get that
what?
type of skill.
That got 3,000. That's what Becky doing right now, ASAP.
Oh, Becky ain't listen.
Okay, my women
I've
quiet over
heard
here.
that before. I've heard it. Maybe me and my group of friends, and like I said, I agree with her 100%. Not the same way how I don't expect for men to eat everybody box.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thing. So I definitely agree that it's once you're comfortable with that person and that's
Can't
your
be
person.
just out here just making people crazy like that.
Okay, yeah, you
now
probably
you at my
begging,
motherfucking door. Knock, knock.
following me, jumping out my bushes and shit. No, I
I see you at Walmart. Oh, I see you at
Okay.
Target. Damn, nigga, how the fuck you
I
end
saw
up
you.
here?
I saw you sucking on that lollipop. It gave me memories. No, sir.
It reminded me of the time. You can't just
But
be
see,
giving
like I
good
said in the
shit to
comments,
everybody.
I have white
you know?
people lips, so
Yeah, you can't just give good.
You say
Listen,
white-
and it
you
ain't
say
even
white
just
people
about
lips.
that. I don't know what your thing is.
Real
You probably
thin,
been out here. You probably just had
yeah.
sex right before you came to me. And now
Exactly.
you done, I'm over here with
I
that's
get it.
another
But
topic.
No, I get it, and that's why I've heard it a lot, but I feel like from what I know, so of course I should experience, but from what I've heard from other women, they don't give it to everybody, but when they give it, it do be.
It's the fucking shit.
It's 10,000.
Nah, fuck that. $1 million guac. The fuck?
Okay.
No, you right.
If it's mine and I know you good, then you gonna
and you trust them, and you.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
I
you
like
have
to
to
see
be
mine
comfortable
smile.
too, because for some people, I can speak for myself, it becomes like a show.
Right. It's like you
perform.
turning your cell phone.
So you have to get it together.
You start seeing the toes curling. It be like, listen, I know
The reaction. So
oh,
that's
we
why I
got
say
some
it's the
going
whole
here.
experience. Like it just ain't no like. I'm not just. You can't just do just to do and be done. Like you gotta.
Yeah,
like you gotta do it to be like I don't know if it ain't turning you on. Then
all that good stuff.
All that.
So listen. Even though you jumped on, it looks like we're gonna have to bring you back on from the beginning. Da, what you think about that?
I'm all in favor.
Okay.
And back up. I'm sorry. What you had said about that whole ice and car and foolishness. Thank God I live in Florida, because I don't know that life, and I don't want to ever know that life. Because when it's time to go, I jumps in, and I don't even gotta let the car warm up. I jumps out.
But the whole thing, it's just
that don't ever have nobody pick you up.
I got you. Yeah.
Listen.
I drive my own vehicle.
All
So
time.
DA, so yeah, we're gonna have to bring
Every
Emily back,
time.
and then guys, we're gonna jump off here in a minute, off of live. If y'all could just hang back for just about 2 minutes. I know DA has to leave here in a minute. We're gonna talk about a few things. We go from there. So guys, thank you guys, viewers, from watching. We appreciate you guys. I think we're gonna be back in 2 weeks, not next week, because we're basically gonna be recruiting and get some other people together and getting things back in order so we can kind of bring some fresh faces and people to you guys so we can have these dialogues, these dialects. So it was entertaining, it was great. But we'll see you guys in about 2 more weeks. I'll see y'all later.